I want to live in a city that has events like JaxbyJax happening.
Baby, we should grab some candles.
The name of this poem is My Boy's a Hipster.
Go home, Graf was told.
I teach literature. Great literature portrays the deepest contradictions of our humanity honestly. Every high school literature course teaches that characters who are either all good or all bad and who never change are flat characters.
Whatever you think of Jacksonville, it's more than that, you know, because it has all of the different lives in it who are here, and they all make up something larger than the sum of their parts.
This is a story about when life and art intertwine. It's about art imitating life, imitating art.
JaxbyJax is a literary arts festival and community here in Jacksonville. The point is to showcase Jacksonville writers who are using the city, hopefully to focus on a kind of indigenous, literature that yet has, a larger global worth to it.
Go home, Graf was told. But where exactly was that?
Born from the heat of ingenious dragons who breathe in metaphor.
And I'll witness to pilgrims the proof of walking miracles, but not of reckless you.
I think it's really important for any community that is developing its own art, its own culture, that it ask itself what's endemic to this place, what's indigenous to this place, and how can we take that and make something that is worth the whole world's attention. So JaxbyJax has showcased playwrights and novelists and poets and storytellers and spoken word artists and lots of different kinds of literary artists.
He cut the engine and snatched at his seatbelt. Don't go out, she cried. He had time only to shake his head without meeting her eyes. Too hard to explain. Then he was out, his pulse racing, slamming the door and stepping away. This time, he would not sit back.
We use 12 different venues and they're independent businesses, restaurants, tattoo galleries, bars, coffee shops, and you can go from one venue to another, and the streets of Riverside become the stage, the setting for the event.
I began by making sculpture versions of the life symbol to use in the video. I cast them in wax and videotaped them while they burned like candles. Candles are often used as metaphors for how people live. Like some people burn out and some people burn candles at both ends, etc.
Our performances are 15 minutes each, and they change every half hour. So you can start off at Riverside Liquors, for example, hearing a storyteller, move down to Beer 30, hear a novelist, move over to Flair Celebrations and hear a poet. And you can figure all that out ahead of time or as you're going.
Knowing there were protectors that would seek to destroy the subject of my misery, they rendered me igneous. Born from the heat of ingenious dragons who breathe in metaphor, I am stronger now than ever before. They are fighting for attention. Do not look away, our youth have something to say.
I think that writers play, a really important role in a community, and I think that, culture, in a sense, is always counterculture in that it has to ask questions of its larger community and society, and it has to, tell that community and society's stories. And so we've had a really strong response in bringing together lots of different kinds of writers who are doing a really wide variety of things.
Here's the poem called The Cockroach Talks to His Leg. It's also a political poem, but that part of it didn't really come to me until after I began writing about the roach in his leg. When he ran off without his leg, the toe sticking in the gummy mixture of the joined counter surfaces, the cockroach must have seen a part of himself go zooming past, the leg flexed, poised at the ready, a tiny brown kickstand, an innocent bystander whistling off his day. And so enticed, he looked back and asked of it, "What the hell are you doing there?"
We're now partnering with Cork Arts District. That's where the regular JaxbyJax reading series is going to take place. And that's really gratifying because I feel like Cork and JaxbyJax are just really natural partners. And a lot of times when people think about the arts, they think primarily about visual arts or music or theater, and they don't think about the literary arts. And so I think it's a really great thing that Cork and JaxbyJax are going to work together as partners. That's exciting.